more efficient. But what Musk is doing seems much more indiscriminate. And I think that's what people,
Yeah, and guess what? Republicans love it. And I will just say, I think the Democrats...
Guess what? The country's bigger than just Republicans.
I know. Well, he's got over a 50% approval rating, and your party's got 21%. So he's doing okay. I think dying on this hill of defending every single federal worker, that the idea that we can't ever shrink the size of government because this sob story or that sob story, that is not going to play with the American people. Democrats gave no care whatsoever to the 10,000 people who lost their jobs when the big pipeline was canceled by Joe Biden, or the people who lost their businesses in the COVID shutdowns that went on and on and on, or the firefighters or the military that lost their jobs because they wouldn't get the COVID vaccine. No care for that. But care for government workers.
I don't want to have a part. You can take this on another show. I don't want to have a partisan debate about it, but we should note that there were 16 million jobs created when Biden was president, and jobs were lost when Trump was president.
Okay.
So,
and you know how dishonest that is because of what happened at the end of COVID and the restoration of
even
jobs.
during the period before COVID, there was, there was.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Donald Trump began his joint address to Congress exactly how you would expect he was attacking Democrats. He was heaping praise upon himself, and of course, he was lying about his accomplishments, lying about some disastrous economy that Joe Biden supposedly created. But then he broke down, angry as ever, that Democrats were booing him in, calling out those lies, and he took it an extra step further, physically removing a Democratic member of Congress from the chamber because he couldn't take the boo. It was a complete implosion from Donald Trump that we are going to get into live from the Capitol right now. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already, and you enjoy our channel, of course, to hit that subscribe, but it goes a long way, and it really does mean a lot to me now. Before we get into that member of Congress getting removed from the chamber, we have to see how Trump's speech started.
And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
Lies, and then more lies, and then more lies. Some distraction here, some anger there. It's what we've come to expect from this administration, simply trying to divert your attention from their failures. They want to make a spectacle. They want to make you forget about what is happening with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. They want you to forget about the corruption. They want to forget about what they're trying to take from you. Donald Trump wants to distract, and he is going to attack anyone who is going to stop him from doing. So we saw Tom Homan say that he would deport AOC. We saw Pam Bondi sending a letter threatening Robert Garcia for simply speaking out against Elon Musk, and now we're forced, Beeley, removing people from the chamber for exercising their voice for calling out Donald Trump's lies. Are you serious? What happened right here?
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
I guess we should have expected it. At this point, I guess we should have expected that Donald Trump, who is constantly talking about the enemy from within, would start physically removing people. He wants to intimidate. That is exactly what this administration is about. It is making people scared. It is the example that we are always bringing up with Russ VOD, his OM director, who says he wants federal workers to feel traumatized when they come into work. He wants people who are trying to serve the public the opposite intention of Elon and Donald Trump to feel traumatized. He wants them to be scared. He wants their voices silenced because he knows how weak he is. And you look at JD smirking up. There, does that look like a strong individual? It certainly does not. And that is why we saw more attacks, more distractions, and more just nonsense from the speech right here.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many. And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about that? I don't know about that list, but
this is what we've come to expect. Is this really the golden age? These are the accomplishments that we're touting. This is what he has to talk about. And I was predicting that Donald Trump would decide that Joe Biden would somehow be the focus of this speech, still so caught up in his anger and his grievance. He's got nothing to talk about. The Dow is down thousands of points. Prices are going up. We see bird flu breaking out. We see planes falling out of the sky. What does he have? The toot. What is this golden age he is talking about? It is anger. It is vengeance. It is grievance. Constantly. This is how we distract, and this is how they intimidate.
we won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
But this is, again, at this point, what we have come to expect. This is what it is going to be. This is the intimidation and the anger and the vengeance. What vision do they have to present? They don't. And it's why we continue to see more of this type of anger, this type of distraction right here.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control. And we're working hard to get it back down, Secretary.
We are going to continue to cover this speech. And if you want to help boost this video and you enjoy, you can hit that subscribe button. You can leave a like on this video. And if you're stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments or just say, hi. Thank you for your support, and until next time, I'll see you soon.